Hi guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a middle-aged lady from the Medway towns, and I'm just vlogging every day of my life, what goes on, what happens. I'm just an ordinary person, an ordinary woman that's been through quite a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of experience of domestic violence and sexual assaults. I've got a lot of experience on coping with being shy, because I was shy as a child, and I was shy right up until I gave birth to my fourth child. And then when I found myself homeless on the streets and alone and pregnant, I started to stick up for myself, albeit it was a hard, tough time. But this is why I am like I am today. I have been on the streets, I have been penniless, I have been homeless, I've been pregnant and by myself in a women's refuge. So I do know what life can be like, and I am trying to show other people and help other people, even if it's just by talking. I suffered sexual abuse as a child. It had a detrimental effect on my school life, my home life, and the teachers must have known what was going on. They didn't do anything. Other members of my family must have known what was going on. They didn't do anything. I don't want children to suffer as much pain as I did in childhood. I would like children to be protected a lot more, as well as a lot of women that suffer domestic violence and are afraid to leave their partners because they are scared they're going to get murdered. And several women a week, even a day, get killed by violent partners and husbands, and even members of their own family that are not their partners or husbands. Women can get attacked by their children and mistreated by their children as well. And that is highly embarrassing and difficult to talk about, and people are ashamed to come forward and ask for help. And I think that help should be readily available. Right, now I've got that out of the way. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Today is National Limerick Day. Why not ask me to tell you a limerick?
Alexa, tell me a limerick.
There is an AI named Alexa, whose customers never can vex her. An unending series of questions and queries may sometimes, but rarely, perplex her.
Hi guys, right. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 10:36 a.m.
Right, so I've just taken Max out for a walk. The sun was out, but as in the case of most of the British weather, it can start off sunny, get overcast, and it's just started to rain. So I went outside and I threw a bag of rubbish in the communal bin. The cleaners were stood by the entrance because I went out the front. And then I put my rubbish into the bin, and there was a couple walking a dog with a lead which was extended past the bins. So I thought, right, let them walk past the bins, because they had a dog attached to a lead right outside the doorway of the dustbins. So I thought, let them go past. And so I thought they'd gone past, came out of the bins, and they were stood staring at me with this dog extended on a lead. So I picked Max up and I crossed over the road. And Max isn't a dash hound, is he? He's a chihuahua. His next door's got a dash hound. He's a small, tiny chihuahua. And some of these dogs that are on these big leads are great big dogs, and I have to protect my dog. So I picked him up, crossed the road, walked to Concrete Wharf. I don't have a car. I mean, if I had a car, I'd take the dog elsewhere for a walk, to be honest. I'd drive him to maybe Chatham Capstone Park or somewhere if I had a car, wouldn't I? I'm limited on where I can take Max because I only use my two legs. I've got no form of transport. unless I go on the train or the bus, or taxi. So I walked around the Rochester Riverside. There was a group of school kids with like forms in their hands, like they were probably doing a survey or something. So like 20 kids on the corner of the Rochester Riverside. There was that Chinese lady with the bobble hat on, the small, very tiny Chinese lady, about the same size the Queen would have been, stood on the Rochester Riverside. And I just walked back slowly. I had a bad sleep last night. I was out of breath and I was sweating buckets. So I was a bit tired, not grumpy, not angry, just a bit overtired. Walked across the riverside and walked past people. There was a dark-skinned girl, like she came from Africa or Ghana, with a bandana around her head, and she was carrying a dark dachshund dog. A dark brown dog, like a dachshund, like next door. Because the guy next door, he wears a cap, but underneath his cap he's bald. I wear a cap, a lady's cap. I got it from Primark for about £4. It's a female. I got it out of the ladies section of Primark in Chatham. I'm a woman. So I'm feeling overtired, feeling a bit stressed and a bit worn out. There's no builders sat down because it's raining and it's raining. There's people walking about in shorts because although it's raining, it's close, it's hot. And I wouldn't be surprised if later on in the month we get thunderstorms. It's very, very close, it's very, very hot. And we're getting towards June, so it will get warmer, won't it? So I'm walking around and one of the builders he's obviously shouting to his mate, "Wanker!" So I'm walking past the path and I'm hearing, "Wanker!"